of peak performance in a rapidly changing, sometimes chaotic, and oftentimes even hostile environment. What he's done, he's boilerplated it down to these three core elements. That is this: the ability to focus, the ability to commit, and the ability to adapt. Now, I, like he, am going to operate under the assumption that you've risen to these levels of success even with within your own career, because you've got that ability to focus and that ability to commit, dial, like a laser. What I wanted to unpack a little bit further again this morning was that connectivity to creativity, that concept of being able to constantly adapt your already very successful model in an effort to remain one step ahead of the competition. When do most people typically install a burglar alarm in their house? When do most people typically start minding their nutrition or a rigid exercise program? How do we proactively build change into that already successful model? You guys certainly know the name Michael Phelps. This is a story that's circulating at many of the Olympic development camps right now. It wasn't often heard in the media before, but he, of course, had a goal, had a vision to be the first to win 8 gold medals in one single Olympics. Well, back in November of 2007, less than 9 months prior to the Olympic Games in Beijing, China, outside of his training facility in Ann Arbor, Michigan, a self-proclaimed klutz slips, falls, fractures his wrist. The media, the critics, the pundits descend on the situation immediately and start forecasting how adversely this will affect his almost militaristic training regimen, militaristically successful training regimen that's led to this success up to that point. How long he will be out of the water, and again, also how adversely this will affect his potential to win even 1 gold, let alone his all 8 golds. Well, Phelps has different ideas, and within 3 days of breaking his wrist, he immediately hops back in the water, and now using specially designed kickboards to support his surgically repaired wrist, and then uses his legs exclusively to propel himself back and forth across the pool again and again and again and again. Now, fast forward to the Summer Olympics, Beijing, China, 2008, the 7th race of Michael's 8 races, the 100-meter fly. Phelps finds himself almost a half body length behind the Serbian powerhouse Milorad Kavic in an effort to win this race. That short of a race, most of you know who know swim and know the fly, almost a seemingly insurmountable challenge, when all of a sudden, miraculously, Phelps surges forward using this powerful new kick to finish 1/100th of a second in front of the shocked Serbians, in front of the shocked world. Now, Bob Bauman, Phelps' longtime trainer and good friend, confirmed after the race that had it not been for that broken arm, had it not been for that setback, he would not have won that race. Had it not been for his inability to focus on his greatest strength, his greatest asset, the powerful sleekness of his upper body, and being forced to work on his absolute greatest weakness at that point, which were his legs, he would not have achieved his goal. Now, metaphorically, last September, our global economy broke its wrist. But I also believe that now, possibly unlike any time we've had in the last 10 years, possibly even the last 100 years, there exists an opportunity to be able to capture market share, to expand our mind and transform lives in a way that did not exist when the economy was cranking, when life was easy. There's an opportunity that's now been created that, depending on how you look at it, depending on where you see what the current economists, what the media are saying, where you see the potential credit thawing within the banking system, that window is potentially closing as the economy starts to get back on track. And I think the opportunity is possibly closing in a subtle way as well, depending on how you look at it. If you're looking for business as old, we have a greater opportunity of migrating that direction. If you're looking for an opportunity to capture market share, possibly that window is closing on us in some way. And I think now, unlike any other time that we've had, is an opportunity to be able to penetrate, to go on the offensive, to be able to adapt and capture some of that market share and continue expanding our own mind, to be able to grow our own lives. And there's so many great ideas and examples of incredible vision and breakthrough performance that have gone before us. Certainly the Michael Phelps and the Abraham Lincolns and Mother Teresa's and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s of the world. But there's one individual who, for me personally, I would almost say is the North Star, but which I would suggest all great entrepreneurs should at least consider setting their compass. And that individual is Wile E. Coyote. Let me ask you this, does Wile E. have a vision? Yes. Does he have a compelling picture for desired state of affairs which motivate him to take action daily? Is he a risk taker? My favorite, the kicker, does he accept his setbacks and challenges as just temporary and boom, bounce back quickly? Visionary extraordinaire, Wile E. Coyote.